G'day and welcome, I'm Rob Meeseeks and you're joining us for round 4 of the AssettoCorsaFriends GT3 Championship. Superman leads the pack with 23 points, but it's still all to play for here at Spa F Franca Champs. In F Franca Champs Belgium, Hippie from Canada is in 8th. On hards, driving a Mercedes AMG GT3, Michael Hagen is in 1st. Roel Postma from Netherlands is 2nd place, on mediums, driving a McLaren 650. Hugh Jass from England is in 3rd, on mediums, driving a McLaren 650. Megasaurus from United Kingdom is in 4th, on mediums, driving a Mercedes AMG GT3. Smells Like We from England is 5th place, driving a Nissan GT-R GT3. Eddie G from United States is in 6th, on softs, driving a McLaren 650. Superman from Sweden is 7th place, driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. Hippie is in 8th. Chris Duke is 9th place, driving a Ferrari 488 GT3. "60 minutes remaining in the session. And that's the race underway. Some very quick reactions there. Hippie in La Source is 8th, and is getting overtaken by Superman. Roel Postma from Netherlands in Radion is 3rd, and is being passed by Smells Like We. Hippie entering the pits is 10th. Smells Like We is 3rd, and wants to get past Roel Postma. Megasaurus is 4th, driving a Mercedes AMG GT3, and seems like they are getting in range of Smells Like We. Smells Like We in Campus is 3rd, and looks to be reeling in Roel Postma. Puppy Dog from Hell from Netherlands in Corby Paul Frere is 7th, driving a Lamborghini Huracan GT3, and is gonna need to work a lot harder to close that gap with Chris Duke as things settle down in the race. You may spot the Mercedes AMG GT3, which is powered by a 6.3-litre naturally aspirated V8 engine that produces over 500 horsepower and 600 Newton meters of torque. Smells Like We is 3rd, and is targeting Roel Postma. Hugh Jass entering the pits is 9th. Roll Postma in Kemmel Straight is third, on mediums, and is involved in a battle with Smells Like We. Puppy Dog from Hell from Netherlands in Rivaja is 7th, and has caught up to Chris Duke. Do not try to bend the spoon, that's impossible. Instead, only try to realize the truth. There is no spoon. Smells Like We in Puan is 3rd, and is swapping places with Roll Postma. Smells Like We looks to have lost 4th to Eddie. Few is making their way out of the pits, on mediums. "55 minutes remaining in the session. Puppy Dog from Hell in Bus Stop Chicane is 7th, and is trailing well behind Chris Duke. Notable achievements for the R35 GT3 include a win in the 2015 Bathurst 12-hour race, and several top 10 finishes in the highly competitive GT3 class of the NA 1/4 R Burgering 24-hour race. Megasaurus in Kemmel Straight is 3rd, and isn't going to be posing much of a threat to Roll Postma. Superman in Lescombe on lap 3 is 8th, and is looking for an opportunity to get round Puppy Dog from Hell. Puppy Dog from Hell from Netherlands in Puan is 7th, and appears to be trying to find a way round Chris Duke. "I want to die peacefully in my sleep, just like my grandfather. Not screaming like the passengers in his car." Puppy Dog from Hell has lost 7th to Superman, not sure if they have an answer to that. Superman in Stavelot is 7th, and is hot on the heels of Chris Duke. Chris Duke in Blanchimont is 7th. Best lap is a 2:31.117, 8.896 off the fastest lap. Puppy Dog from Hell is 8th, and just doesn't seem to have the pace today. Can they close the gap to Chris Duke? Smells Like We is 5th. Smells Like We was 3.1 faster last lap. Superman in Kemmel Straight is 7th, and is gonna need to work a lot harder to close that gap with Chris Ilduke. Superman is out of 7th place and won't be happy losing that to Puppy Dog from Hell. Smells Like We in Lescombe is 6th. Best lap is a 2:23.296, 1.075 off the fastest lap. Smells Like We has been passed by Puppy Dog from Hell, handing him 6th. Puppy Dog from Hell in Puon is 6th, and is trailing well behind Chris Ilduke. Smells Like We on lap 4 is 7th, and wants to close that gap with Puppy Dog from Hell. Do they have the speed for a move, and more importantly, do they have the talent? "50 minutes remaining in the session." Puppy Dog from Hell in Bus Stop Chicane is 6th. Puppy Dog from Hell looks to have lost 6th to Smells Like We. Can they recover that place? We shall have to wait and see. Hippie is 9th. Smells Like We in Lescombe is 6th, and isn't going to be posing much of a threat to Chris Ilduke. The 650S GT3 is powered by a 3.8-litre twin-turbocharged V8 engine that produces over 500 horsepower and 678 Nm of torque. Hippie in Brussels is 9th, driving a Mercedes AMG GT3. Roel Postma from Netherlands is 2nd. Smells Like We in Bus Stop Chicane is 5th. Chris Ilduke was 16.7 faster last lap. Puppy Dog from Hell is 7th. Smells Like We in Malmati is 5th. Superman is 8th, and is chasing down Puppy Dog from Hell. They have just got to keep the pressure up. Mike O'Hagan from England is 1st, driving a BMW Z4. The track conditions are changing all the time, and the drivers need to be on their toes to adapt to the changing circumstances. It's a real test of their abilities. Mike O'Hagan was 2.8 faster last lap. Superman is 8th, driving a 911 GT3R and is coming in range of Puppy Dog from Hell. 45 minutes remaining in the session. Smells Like We is 5th. Puppy Dog from Hell in Kemmel Straight is 8th, driving a Huracan, and is piling the pressure on Superman. Puppy Dog from Hell has dropped 8th, giving it to Hippie. Hippie in Brussels is 8th, is being chased by Puppy Dog from Hell. Puppy Dog from Hell is 9th, driving a Lamborghini Huracan GT3, and just doesn't seem to have the pace today. Can they close the gap to Hippie? Superman from Sweden in Blanchimont is 7th. Puppy Dog from Hell is 9th, and is gonna need to work a lot harder to close that gap with Hippie. The McLaren 650 SGT3 has competed in many racing events around the world, including the Blancpain Endurance Series, GT Asia, and the Pirelli World Challenge. Roll Postma from Netherlands in Fanja is 2nd. Superman is 7th, and appears to be closing in on Chris Duke. Hippie from Canada, Infania, is 8th, and is going to be looming large in those mirrors for Superman. Hippie is now 7th. Megasaurus in Radion is 3rd. It's been a thrilling race so far, with plenty of action and drama on the track. You just never know what's going to happen next in a race like this. 40 minutes remaining in the session. Hippie from Canada, in La Source, is 7th, and is trailing well behind Chris Duke. Superman is 9th. Best lap is a 2:26.417, 5.389 off the fastest lap. Superman has overtaken Puppy Dog from Hell, moving them up into 8th place. Hippie is 7th. Puppy Dog from Hell from Netherlands, in Brussels, is 9th, and isn't going to be posing much of a threat to Superman. The 911 GT3R is powered by a naturally aspirated 4.0-litre flat-six engine that produces over 500 horsepower and 460 Newton-meters of torque. Superman is 9th, and is getting overtaken by Puppy Dog from Hell. Smells Like We is 5th. Hugh in Puon is 10th. Smells Like We in Malmedy is 5th, driving a Nissan GT-R GT3. The drivers are feeling the pressure now, pushing themselves to the limit, trying to find that extra burst of speed that will put them over the top. They're sweating, they're cursing, they're screaming, but they're not giving up. Well, they are mostly not giving up. They're in the zone, in the moment, in the race. And when they come around that final turn, with the checkered flag waving in the distance, they know that they've left everything on the track. Hippie in Riv Arja, on lap 10, is 7th. Chris Il-Duke in Fania is 6th. Hippie in Corby Port Frere is 7th. "35 minutes remaining in the session. Smells Like We in Radion is 5th, driving a GTR. Hippie in Kemmel Strait is 7th, driving a AMG GT3, and appears to be trying to find a way round Chris Il-Duke. Mike O'Hagan is 1st. Chris Il-Duke in Fania is 7th. Best lap is a 2:29.173, 8.145 off the fastest lap. Chris Il-Duke has passed Hippie, which has moved them into 6th place. Smells Like We on lap 12 is 5th. Superman in Blanchimont is 9th. Puppy Dog from Hell is 9th, and is about to lose a place to Superman. Hippie in Riv Arja is 7th, driving a AMG. Eddie G in La Source is 4th, driving a McLaren 650. Hippie in Corby Paul Frere is 7th, and just doesn't seem to have the pace today. Can they close the gap to Chris Ilduke? "30 minutes remaining in the session. Roll Postma in Fania is 2nd, driving a 650. Superman entering the pits is 8th. Hippie is 7th, and seems like they are getting in range of Chris Ilduke. Where there's a will, there's a relative. Eddie entering the pits is 4th place. Eddie is 4th. Superman is making their way out of the pits. Hippie in Puon is 7th, and has caught up to Chris Ilduke. Eddie is 5th. Smells like weed was 8.0 faster last lap. Eddie is making their way out of the pits. Hippie is 7th, driving an AMG GT3, and is going all in trying to find a way past Chris Ilduke. Chris Ilduke entering the pits is 7th. Chris Ilduke is 7th. Megasaurus in Campus is 3rd. Roll Postma was 3.2 faster last lap. Roll Postma entering the pits is 2nd place. Roll Postma is 2nd. Hugh entering the pits is 9th. Puppy Dog from Hell is 7th. Roll Postma is 3rd, on softs. Roll Postma is making their way out of the pits. On softs. Chris Ilduke is making their way out of the pits. Hugh Jass is making their way out of the pits. On hards. Hippie is 6th. "25 minutes remaining in the session. Mike O'Hagan in Blanchimont is first. The drivers are jockeying for position, trying to gain an advantage over their rivals. It's like a game of chess out there, with each move carefully calculated for maximum effect. Hippie entering the pits is 6th. Hippie is 6th. Megasaurus in Stavler is 2nd. On mediums. The cars are flying around the track, pushing their limits and testing the boundaries of what's possible. The drivers are pushing themselves to the brink of exhaustion, feeling the adrenaline coursing through their veins as they fight for every inch of ground. The crowd is on its feet, cheering them on, willing them to go faster, to go harder, to go for the win. Puppy Dog from Hell entering the spectacle of human endurance, 7, a testament to the indomitable spirit of the racing community. Megasaurus was 4.1 faster last lap. Eddie G in Fania is 5th, driving a 650. Hippie is making their way out of the pits. Hippie is 6th. Smells Like We entering the pits is 4th place. Smells Like We is 4th. Puppy Dog from Hell is making their way out of the pits. Eddie is 5th. Eddie G has got past Smells Like We, putting them 4th. Chris Ilduke in Kemmel Straight is 9th, driving a 488, and is being passed by Hugh Jass. Hugh in Riv Arja is 8th, on hards, and is chasing down Superman. Smells Like We is making their way out of the pits. Mike O'Hagan entering the pits is 1st. Mike O'Hagan is 1st. Roll Postma in Campus is 3rd. Best lap is a 2:22.022, 0.994 off the fastest lap. Chris Ilduke in Fania is 9th, and is trying to get within striking distance of Superman. Mike O'Hagan is 1st. Mike O'Hagan is making their way out of the pits. Megasaurus entering the pits is 2nd. Megasaurus is 2nd. Megasaurus was 21.2 faster last lap. Hugh Jass is 7th. Megasaurus is third, on softs, driving an AMG GT3. The drivers are really pushing their cars to the limit out there today. It's a true test of skill and endurance. Megasaurus is making their way out of the pits, on softs. Chris Il-Duke in Kemmel Straight is ninth, and is gonna need to work a lot harder to close that gap with Superman. Notable achievements for the 911 GT3R include a win in the 2019 Bathurst 12-hour race, and several podium finishes in the GT3 class of the NA 1/4R Burgering 24-hour race. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Superman in Brussels is 8th. He's still well over a second in front. It will take us some effort to catch up from Chris Il-Duke. Chris Il-Duke in Fania is 9th. Hippie in La Source is 6th, on mediums. Chris Il-Duke in La Source is 9th, and has the pedal to the metal chasing Superman. Smells Like We in Bus Stop Chicane is 5th, driving a GTR. Eddie G in Malmati is 4th. Mike O'Hagan in La Source is 1st. Chris Il-Duke in Blanchimont is 9th. Superman in La Source is 8th. Eddie G in Radeon on lap 19 is 4th. "15 minutes remaining in the session. Hugh is 7th, driving a 650. Chris Ilduke in Puon is 9th. Puppy Dog from Hell from Netherlands in Campus is 10th. Chris Ilduke was 2.2 faster last lap. Smells Like We in Corby Paul Frere is 5th. Megasaurus in Kemmel Straight is 3rd, driving an AMG GT3. The sun is beating down on the track, making conditions hot and sticky for the drivers. It's a real challenge to keep their focus in these conditions. Hippie in Fanya is 6th. Roll Postma in Corby Paul Frere is 2nd, driving a McLaren 650. These drivers are among the best in the world, and they're really showing off their skills out there today. It's a privilege to watch them in action. Roll Postma was 2.8 faster last lap. Mike O'Hagan in Kemmel Straight is 1st. Superman in Blanchimont is 9th, and is trailing well behind Chris Ilduke. Eddie G in La Source is 4th. Superman in Kemmel Straight is 9th, driving a 911 GT3R and isn't going to be posing much of a threat to Chris Duke. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Hugh Jass in Puon is 7th, driving a McLaren 650. Hugh Jass was 9.1 faster last lap. Puppy Dog from Hell entering the pits is 10th place. Chris Duke in Fania is 9th. Best lap is a 2:29.031, 8.374 off the fastest lap. Puppy Dog from Hell is making their way out of the pits. Mike O'Hagan is 1st. Hippie in Malmati is 6th, driving a AMG GT3. It's been a thrilling race so far, with plenty of action and drama on the track. You just never know what's going to happen next in a race like this. Hugh was 1.7 faster last lap. Superman from Sweden in Kemmel Straight is 8th. The drivers are jockeying for position, trying to gain an advantage over their rivals. It's like a game of chess out there, with each move carefully calculated for maximum effect. Superman was 4.1 faster last lap. Puppy Dog from Hell in Fania, on lap 20, is 10th, and is involved in a battle with Chris Duke. Hugh in Blanchimont is 7th, on hards. Hippie from Canada in Radion is 6th. Roll Postma is second. As the race heats up, the drivers are finding themselves in some intense battles. They're going wheel to wheel, trading paint, pushing each other to the limit. Some are trying to make up ground, while others are trying to hold on to their positions. It's a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, with every move carrying the potential to make or break a race. The tension is palpable, the excitement is electric, and the drama is truly breathtaking. Chris Il-Duke in Kemmel Straight is ninth, and just doesn't seem to have the pace today. Can they close the gap to Superman? 5 minutes remaining in the session. Roll Postma on lap 23 is second. Hugh Jass in Blanchimont is seventh, on hards. Eddie in Bus Stop Chicane is fourth, driving a McLaren 650. Smells Like We on lap 24 is fifth. Smells Like We was 2.4 faster last lap. Hugh Jass in Riv Arja is seventh. Megasaurus in Puon is third, driving a AMG. Smells Like We in Fania is fifth. Megasaurus is third. Hippie in Lescombe is sixth. Eddie G in Lescombe is 4th, driving at 650. The drivers are feeling the pressure now, pushing themselves to the limit, trying to find that extra burst of speed that will put them over the top. They're sweating, they're cursing, they're screaming, but they're not giving up. Well, they are mostly not giving up. They're in the zone, in the moment, in the race. And when they come around that final turn, with the checkered flag waving in the distance, they know that they've left everything on the track. The leader has just finished the race. Winning in true style, Mike O'Hagan finished in 1st place. Roll Postma has crossed the line in 2nd. Hippie has crossed the line in 6th. Hugh finished in 7th place. Megasaurus finished in 3rd place. Eddie has crossed the line in 4th. Smells Like We has crossed the line in 5th. Superman finished in 8th place. Puppy Dog from Hell has crossed the line in 10th. Chris Il Duke has crossed the line in 9th.